Hello, folks, and it is June 9th, 2024. Welcome to the latest edition of the Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly race. I'm Smile, I'm joined by JXB Adam, and we have Malk here on tracking with us. And Adam, so they might have talked a little bit about it last week, but the new concept for these weekly races this month is we start with a flag set, we roll some things to add to it. So we've got random cave shuffle, normal start, so we'll start on the vanilla wood sword screen, and boomstick.
Awesome sauce with that. Yeah, I think I saw something about a wheel being spun to pick flags. We might have to tell the chat what boomstick's all about, though. We might have people out there that don't know.
All right, so boomstick does a couple things. The flag itself is called replace book fire with explosion, and that will swap the book and the large shield as the first thing. The book will be available as in the rare shop in the seed, and a large shield will be shuffled into items somewhere. And we have movement. We have level 5 at the wood sword screen.
All right, chat. If you guessed level 5 is the first level to be found, congratulations. But we have no sword yet.
Yeah, so the wood sword screen is still added to the shuffle because all of our other flags are Consternation, and so the wood sword is somewhere out there. There being a dungeon on this screen could lead us to believe that dungeons only is our choice of cave shuffle. So random cave shuffle is not the default option. It can choose between one of 4 options. That's completely vanilla caves, dungeons only shuffled, non-dungeons only, or all caves, which most races you see on this will be full cave shuffle.
I see. Well, we're going to have to see at least one more cave to know, unless we keep getting dungeons, and then we might not know for a bit.
So that's a potion shop.
That is normally a shop in vanilla, so I think all the caves might be shuffled.
That's another potion shop. I really want to see First Quest level 3. If you think so, it's made it up to the desert shop, which is the ladder.
All right. That's a nice find. That means the potential to purchase potions, assuming we get good money. We've got a 34 rupee medium secret found.
And that means the ladder moved away from the ladder cave, so this looks like indeed full cave shuffle. So that's a fun time.
It's more fun than Oops All Vanilla.
Or actually, wait. This is a level. Okay.
So what this... Go ahead.
Sorry. A lot happened. So what this is, I think, is non-dungeons only shuffle, because level 3 is at level 3. So what I think is the wood sword is at First Quest level 5.
You know, given that, I would beeline First Quest level 5 and just hit Armos along the way, because, you know, you can hit the Forest Armos and the Lost Hills Armos, and if that's your sword...
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a walk from where we started. You can meet the moblin near the desert.
Well, that's a hint from Mags. Mako has the blue candle out of a take any.
That's also good to have. Also as well, it looked like. Oh, not anymore, because it's not on his B button. Got a blue ring for 241, a key for 113.
Blue ring price, acceptable. Key price, we've got to find a different shop. 15 rupee bombs, that's not terrible.
Yeah, and Mako's got exactly 15, so there you go, there's 4 bombs.
Well, you know what they say, if you can count to 10, 4 bombs is all the bombs. 107 large secret, that's a nice find.
And level 1 is at level 1, so I think non-dungeons only.
Yep. We also have a wooden boomerang on the coast.
Okay, that's probably staying there, because without the ladder anytime soon, not really going to be worth the trouble. But let's see if Chibikage is able to find anything in level 1.
Yeah, doing a little swordless action. This 5-block room could either be a drop or be a stair, so... Or, of course, it could also just be a whammy of nothing, but it is a stair. And the power bracelet.
Alrighty.
Level 9 is vanilla. I think you said all the dungeons are going to be vanilla except for 5, which is on the start screen because the wood sword shuffled to vanilla 5.
Yeah, specifically because the wood sword flag adds it to the like shuffle pool. Wait a minute. Let me rethink that for a second.
It does. So I think that whatever screen the wood sword is on will swap to the vanilla start screen for either the content or the enemies. And if you're starting on the vanilla start screen, then the enemies, I guess, won't swap. Chibikage has found the Triforce in level 1 and has decided to pick it up.
Alrighty, 1 Triforce on the board. Didn't need too many resources to get an item out of there as well.
And Mako must have miscounted. I saw a bomb on a Tektite in the dungeon. I think that was trying to force a bomb.
Got Gorias and Dark Notes on the overworld, so Wizrobes somewhere lurking.
Wizrobes and Lionel's in the dungeons. That's just awful.
Got Oasis calling out the secrets for us as we see them. 12 small secret, 34 medium secret, 107 large we saw earlier, so they all rolled up.
Yep, there's the blue candle for also out of a take any.
Yeah, the thing I'm trying to figure out now is how, like, if we're thinking the wood sword and 5 swapped, like, we have non-dungeons only shuffle on, so maybe the wood sword is unconstrained where it swaps with.
That could entirely be. Well, it does have some constraints, but like it's going to be constrained to an open cave or a cave you can access, I believe.
Yeah, like we don't have wood sword blocks on either, so that's another factor to consider.
So yeah, we might have just found one of those awesome things where the wood sword just happened to shuffle to a dungeon location, even though that's usually not going to happen.
Oasis was just asking about door repairs as well, and also a just hit one. We're getting minus 19 from our door repair charge.
So money is all around average, I think, given the secrets and the door repair. And is tradition in a 4-way race, all the racers are in different areas of Hyrule because it makes for an interesting watch.
The ladder cave, it's door repair.
And we have a heart for the Armos item, which was already marked, so somebody else must have got it already, and I didn't see.
So it seems like Chibikage or Methinxa could be the first to their sword.
They are in the correct area. Mako doing a hard reset to, I think, try to get a global bomb drop. Also is into level 1.
On Death Mountain is an entrance to death. Thank you.
Yes, the hints for dungeon locations are all going to be underwhelming, I think. Methinxa does grab a blue candle out of a take any.
It is mixed hints as well, so like any location hints we have, we're only going to have like a 50-50 on even seeing them.
Oh, that's even better. Well, I think it's better than deceptive at least. So if you get a community hint, you know it's community. If you get an actual hint, I think you can be reasonably assured that it's true.
Yes, if you get an actual hint, it's 100% and mixed. There is no deception.
Awesome. Also, it gets the Triforce out of level 1. Mako continues the hard reset, trying to get a bomb.
Yeah, this may be a bit of a struggle with Blue Candle being the offensive option at the moment. The boomerang looks a little nicer on the coast, but we can't get to it.
Nope. And as you were saying, I doubt anyone will pick it up unless possibly just in process of a world wrap. Methinks so.
No.
Taking a death way up there. Unfortunate. Did not get to Vanilla 5.
That means everybody's away from the northeast now, but any roads could take us a little bit closer.
If we find any roads.
And Blue Candle not going to super help out with that Tektite room, because all those are shutter doors.
Yep. No way to get out without... Well, you might be able to bomb out. Do we... I think it's all shapes tonight, correct?
Yep, so this could work. If you want to clear that room, you can go back down.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe you get a heart container, maybe you get bombs or a key.
We rolled the Pulse Voice out of the upper room as well, so that is clearable.
Only if we can clear down. I suppose you could bomb the Lionels, but that's mixed chances for sure.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're you may not want to use your resources in that way.
Yeah, and using the candle for the Zol, that Zol is just going to respawn. It did not respawn. I am now the confused.
Hey!
Ooh, red candle. That's helpful.
Alright, you Blue Candle Kame, you get an upgrade.
Yeah, and honestly, now we can kill these Lionels. And any other thing that takes damage from the fire.
And a 5-er.
No keys in a like room. So in theory, we could do 2 Kanana keys here to clear these key doors. In reality, we have to think to do that. I'm not sure if Chibikage knows that. I think Chibikage is a newer runner.
There's a fair number of key doors. So we got this one we can use somewhere.
Well, being level 3, possibly go up there and then you could bomb left, but instead Chibikage is going to take that and just run away, and we have a heart for the white sword item, so hearts abound.
Womp womp, a little bit.
Also, I believe that was a 4-heart pickup, so at least there's that, and a blue ring pickup for Alsoa.
Alrighty. Yeah, so some large secrets showed themselves pretty early on. Alsoa is headed back to the Yeni roads that he just found as well.
Yep, always a good idea to get those mapped out because they could be very helpful. And in fact, Chibikage and Methinks So have both found any roads as well.
Oh, so this is how we saw 9 was 9 earlier, because there's an any road right to it.
Yep, that makes sense. Also, knowing what we know about the dungeons, I wonder if the runners have figured that out yet.
I feel like even if they know that their sword might be waiting for them at first quest level 5, they might be thinking, like, that takes so long to get to.
It does, but sword in hand, you know where all the dungeons are. You can start clearing the lower dungeons. You know you're going to need a raft also.
HUD clip by Mako.
Always a treat to see. Pity heart for Chibikage. That's what we like to see sometimes.
Well, it is very affordable at 2 rupees.
Yep. And I know for a fact that living is much faster than dying. Here is level 6 for Methinks So.
Moldorms and a key. Let's borrow that key and take it somewhere else, looks like.
Alright, Mako might be our first to the wood sword. One screen away, let's see if a screen scroll is in the future.
Handy reminder to take the heart from the Tegani Cave.
Quick screen scroll. This should be the sword for Mako if what we're thinking is correct.
And there it is.
Alright, so Mako's got the sword, Chibikage's gotten the letter, Methinks So is about to pick up the Armos heart. I think the next thing I would check is I would actually walk... Well, no, because White Sword was on the coast. Never mind. Thinking the White Sword might be in a vanilla location, but I am totally wrong. Here is Mags at the push block by the fairy fountain in the forest.
Well, luckily we're full up on power bracelets across the board. So let's talk a little bit about Consternation. So the players are going to be faced with a first quest overworld. All the caves that they find on the overworld are going to be in the same places that they would be in the vanilla game, the first quest of the vanilla game. Got potion prices for 35, and was that 80?
That was 80. This is definitely a blue potion night.
Okay, so caves and first quest locations. Your dungeons are going to be shapes, which are completely new layouts for the dungeon maps. If we get the book, it will do two different things in the seed. It will show us those dungeon maps, and if they also get a wand, it will make their wand shoot bombs. Other things about Consternation, there's pretty much like a full enemy shuffle on, and regular enemies are going to have plus or minus 2 HP.
So, speaking of HP, are the bosses also plus or minus 2?
No, they are normal. And maybe one of the more known pieces of Consternation as well is that Dungeon Item Shuffle is on, Dungeon Heart Shuffle is also on. So heart containers and staircase items and the floor items in levels 1 and 2 are shuffled together in a big bin, and then all those items are put somewhere in the game.
Oh, and look at Chibikage's screen trying to get to level 2. That's ugly down with those dark nuts, but makes it by.
Yeah, there's really a lot of flags to this game, to answer the person in chat, so they're kind of names for the presets. And so this one's called Consternation. And then we added a couple other flags special to tonight.
And immediate Triforce for Chibikage in level 2, picking it up. I think they might go back in. They do have the red candle. I think now a lot of the overworld searching is possibly looking to find that rare shop so that we can see the book price.
Mako just saw he's a rupee short of the blue ring and went outside and got one.
And blue ring for Mako. So Mako and Alsoa both purchasing blue rings. They might not be thinking much of the boomstick because they haven't found either piece of the puzzle for it.
Got some orange wizrobes in level 2, so they've made an appearance.
Well, that's not much fun. Well, there's some blue wizrobes, because, you know, when you've got orange wizrobes, you also have blue wizrobes somewhere.
Ow.
Mako gets a Triforce out of level 1. Chibikage gets a wizrobe beam to the face. I think I'd prefer the Triforce.
Looks like
and
Mako
I also
will...
saw... Oh, I was just going to say there's a staircase in level 2, which means level 2 is segmented. Go ahead, my apologies.
It looks like Mako will stick around to see what else is going on in this one. Yeah, segmented level 2. There's Power Bracelet for Mako as Alsoa gets his Wood Sword.
Oh, a Dig Dogger in a potential drop room.
Yeah, need a recorder to be able to deal with Dig Dogger. Haven't seen that just yet.
And caffeinated land molas and a compass that we don't necessarily need, being as we already got the Triforce. And Alsoa is deciding to go into level 5. Pops a bomb wall, finds a staircase. What's down here? A transport. Is anyone out there surprised?
So the bookshop has been cited. That's a forgotten spot. We're being informed.
Oh, that's a fun place for the bookshop to be. It'll get forgotten about.
Yeah, it's fitting for the rare shop.
Chibikage taking another death in level 2. Hopefully will not spend too much more time face tanking Wizrobes, because that's just not a good strategy in this game.
We also always appreciate people calling things out. There's a lot that happens. There's 4 people playing. It's a pretty complex randomizer.
Yep, and we can only, while we pretend we can watch 4 screens, we're actually only looking at 1 screen at a time. The big shield was on the floor in level 1.
Yeah, I think Mako paused there for a second in case he wanted to burn it, but he just picked it up.
I saw a hint shop, and I didn't see what was said, unfortunately. Methinks so. Triforce out of level 2. Alsoa has switched targets and is now in level 3.
Oh, I was looking for the hint shop, but Chibikage found a money-making game and lost 41.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. So, personally, I only play the money-making game if I'm at like 20 rupees in that range, because otherwise there's just too much to lose. Unless I've recently saved and I'm planning on retrying anyway.
Alright, White Sword Heart for Chibikage, bringing them up to 5.
So, one other question on Consternation, just so that we can know. Actually, never mind. It's already answered, because we know that the White Sword was 4 hearts, which means we've got 4 to 6 for the White Sword and 10 to 14 for the Magical Sword, unless my memory is deceiving me.
No, that's correct. We actually talk about that a little bit. So as part of the currently going on Rookie Tournament, which you might have seen, the Rookie Rumble 2024, there was an update to the randomizer, which allowed for more options with the Change Sword Hearts flag. Now, Consternation being one of our older presets, it's still using like the default behavior for that. So the White Sword requirement can roll up or down 1 heart. Oh, Raft in level 3.
Raft in 3. Alright, that's required to get to level 4. Also, chat, name that shape in level 3, and we'll get back to the explanation of Consternation.
Yeah, so Change Sword Hearts, White Sword requirement can roll up or down 1 heart, so between 4 and 6, and the Magical Sword requirement can roll up or down 2 hearts, so anywhere between 10 or 14, and it's uniform random. So Magical Sword could be 20% 10, 20% 11, 20% 12. With the update, you can set those ranges to different things. So, for instance, for the Rookie Tournament, they have forced the White Sword requirement to be 4 hearts.
That's a level 8 down on Mako's screen.
Oh,
yeah, and I think the Magic Sword in the Rookie Tournament is also forced to be 10 hearts.
It's making me think of, like, one of those trolls with wild hair, but it also is, like, it sticks on your desk. Like, it's got one of those suction cup bottoms.
I could see that a little bit. There's a couple eyeballs up there to the side of the hair. I like it.
I think so. Leaving that money in the cave because he's already holding 243 rupees, and if you can't fit any more money in your wallet once you hit 255, you just have to leave it on the floor.
Yep, Mako found a bow on the floor in level 8.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Need one of those. Chibikage is also in the area for that.
Yeah, and the combat here in level 8 is not bad. This is the type of dungeon where early on in a seed, I tend to focus on the dungeons that have the easier combat. I'll come back to the harder combat later, even if the easier combat happens to be in a larger dungeon.
A staircase in it as well.
Yep, it looks like we found the map for level 4 and the Wizrobes in level 4 and a single room segment in level 4. Oh my.
And a heart in the staircase.
And Chibikage not wanting to die uses a potion. That's what what the potions are for. You can't take them to the next seed. Use them, especially when you're deep in a dungeon.
It's a pretty early Patra in 4.
Yeah, the combat in 4 is most unfriendly.
Oh no.
Yeah, every way you go in 4 results in either large amounts of blue Wizrobes or a Patra. So let's see what Alsoa decides to do.
So back through the Patra room, but maybe we can go up like the column next to that. Pardon me, Patra.
Expert candle boost right there, and it looks like we do have one room we can go up. Let's see if this is nicer. It is. And there is a ladder block in 8. Most interesting. I don't know if it's blocked from both sides, but it might be. Oh, that's another thing. With the dungeons and all the vanilla spots, we also must find the recorder tonight.
And red ring into.
Awesome. That's well worth. We got an arrow purchase by Chibikage. When you got the bow, arrows are the thing that go with it.
So actually, I wonder if other folks who have done 2 have that.
I'm not sure. I didn't see anybody digging around too much into. I think there might have been. There's a quick Triforce into and just awfulness.
Yeah, now I just want to go see if Chibikage started as green.
I don't think so. I think Chibikage started as red, but by all means, check it out. It's easy for us to miss if they pick something up. Mako is continuing in level 2, walking past the Triforce again. Oh, it's a red Wizrobe room, and Chibikage didn't have a sword into, so won't have it.
Oh, yep, there they are. That explains that.
So chat, we're rapidly running out of pieces to this seed to figure out. We still need to know, where do you think the recorder's hiding, and where are the all-important silvers that we're going to need to slay the beast? In fact, chat, I will sweeten the deal. If you guess any of these correct, I will award you 2 whole internet points to spend absolutely nowhere because they're internet points.
We gotta call up for level 7 for recorder.
If the recorder's in level 7, we have a broken seed, unfortunately. You need because the dungeons are in their 1Q vanilla locations, you're going to need the recorder to get into 7.
I was thinking maybe silvers would be nice to be in 7 though, but like on the way. Like it could be a huge shape, but maybe we only have to go into 5 rooms of it.
Maybe. I know that the shapes can be fun at best. Here's the silvers in 4, actually, so there's that. And a blue boomerang on the floor for Mako in level 2.
Ladder on the floor in 4.
Alrighty then. Level 4 seems like one of the places you want to be.
Yeah, you really have to make it to the back, though. And it's maybe not the friendliest rooms to walk through, because that was the second Patra that I've seen, at least.
Well, a compass will let Alsoa know which room needs to be cleared to find the Triforce. Probably one of those combat rooms. Or maybe he didn't see the room. We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, with Woodsword that just takes a little too long. Just trying to maybe save the key. Well, this works.
Ooh, those red Wizrobes are beefy. And there's the Triforce out of level 4 for Alsoa. Methinks so is fighting this Patra in level 3. Got all the Patrobes down, just has the center eye to go. And it's the Triforce room, so that explains why the Patra combat. Triforce out of 3 for Methinks so.
Yeah, alrighty. 1, 2, and 3 down.
Interestingly enough, it looks like level 5 might be ladder blocked. I did see a ladder block in there. I don't know if there's a way around it. If that's the case, going in dungeon order might just be the way to go this seed.
Yeah, some of it you kind of have to anyway, because the requirements just start building up. You need the raft to get to 4, you need the recorder to get into 7.
And look at the map for level 5. I think this might be, maybe ladder blocked, maybe not. Hard to tell. Not in this room, of course.
Yeah, Alsoa seem to be walking up it decently.
Nice Kananaki for Alsoa.
Making sure that door stays open, and got some more bombs.
And that's a room we don't want to fight without bow and arrows.
And yeah, just to fill you in, the levels are going to be at their vanilla locations with the exception of 5, which swapped with the Woodsword Cave.
Because we can't have all vanilla in a seed. That would just be boring.
And it's because of our cave shuffle setting tonight, which is random, and that randomly chose to shuffle non-dungeons only. But because the Woodsword Cave also shuffles, it kind of like swaps separately from that. So it swapped with a dungeon. The dungeons are otherwise locked in place.
Oh, methinks so leaving the screen before the bomb could go off, trying to avoid the bop from the P-hat. Chibikage finding that level 3's Triforce is guarded by a Patra. Let's see if they give the Patra another go.
I think Mako about to see similar news as he's now over at 3 and getting red candle.
Potioning up. Let's see how it goes this time. It is not an Expando Patra, so it's the friendlier of the two, if you consider any Patras to be friendly.
Probably the friendliest Patras are the ones where you finish off the control fly early on.
That is true. Looks like we have a little bit of stream trouble from Chibikage, but looks like that Patra fight is well in hand. Hopefully it does not go south.
It was getting a little hairy with the, like, rotatos going on there.
Yeah, that if you fight that Patra from the right side, I believe that's what gives it the potential to have the Patrobes just go crazy.
And Mako finds the Triforce.
Yep, with the red candle. I don't know if Mako found the stair item. If so, then done in 3.
So
Also,
Recorder is on Alsoa's tracker.
So that might have been in 3? Maybe? No,
well,
because
Malkier's
also...
marked it off for 5.
Oh, well, there you go. That means intriguingness.
So now he's also
I'll
got his
trust our
Triforce
tracker over myself. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Smile.
So now he's also got his Triforce out of 3.
We got Mako using arrows against the Pole's voice. That's the best thing to use.
Yeah, particularly.
Yeah, also back into 3, so must not have gotten the stair item. Or the floor item or something. I don't know. I just give deceptive commentary occasionally.
Yeah, he was in here before. The raft was the stair item, so I believe he's still looking for the floor item.
That's right. See, my memory's really good. I can remember that there was something at the forgotten spot.
In the Chevy room that they were both just looking at. Alsona can cross.
Might be a workaround for that Chevy room, though. However, that Chevy room could contain the floor item, which would be most unfortunate. Well, at least for Alsoa. For Mako, that room would be easy to clear, however, with no ladder, would not be able to pick up the floor item.
We've now got rafts across the board. We've got Chibikage and Methinks So, both in 4. Mako could head right there.
Get the good news about all the blue Wizrobes, and Alsoa into level 7. Takes down the Manhandla and gets Bubkus, unfortunate.
Alright, Chibikage is finishing off this Patra early into 4.
Really good job, because I don't think Chibikage has a ring at all, so Patra combat not easy.
A 3-headed Gliak in 7th. Yeah, we love that single room segment. I'm pretty sure nothing is in it, but yeah, we know that nothing's in it.
Well, couldn't it be a super room? That's a level 7.
Well, we know where both the items are, and they weren't in the segment.
Oh, well, then that's how we know there's nothing there. Also, that looks like cursive of some kind of word that might get uttered. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, I think that's Falcor from the Neverending Story. I like that better.
Trying to see something in this. I think I just see like a landscape with a telephone pole in it.
That's fair. I can see the telephone pole off to the west side of the map.
And yeah, here is that one room segment. It's full of Giddos.
And it is a right.
And get there. And that Candle Row secret was a large secret, which somebody probably showed us before, but me thinks so very wise to leave it on the floor at the time.
Absolutely. So I do like that Oasis is out there saying, well, maybe Chibikage got the spice rack out of 4 because it's guarded by a Goma, which Chibikage could kill with the bow and arrows. But
well, I think
the
the
pause
reference
screen says no.
Yeah, I think the guarded by a Goma thing is for the any key, which also now has.
Oh, was that a hint?
Or no, he doesn't have the bow, so
Goma creeps? No?
Now I'm confused.
No. It couldn't have been under a Goma if Alsoa doesn't have the bow.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't taken a moment to follow our runners, please do so, especially if you're not following them. Following the runners is free, and it's a great way to show support for what they're doing out here, showing us a wonderful game, providing great entertainment tonight.
Oh, it was next to a Goma. Okay. Got two players about to see the bookshop. One of them will have enough money.
One might be able to get it, yeah.
Two. Oh, no.
210. Brutal. I'd almost consider farming at that point. Taking the time to stab at the book, I like it. You're 5 short. Kill the dark nuts. See if you can't get a 5er drop.
That's a little bit of an ask. Chibikage going for potion reloads instead.
Well, that's fair. Staying alive always better than being dead.
At this point, also is the only one who's even seen the wand, so maybe you're not too worried about it just yet.
That's true. We've got a Stareheart in level 5. Mako says no thank you.
And not with the red ring.
And picks up the Triforce out of level 5.
And got his recorder on the way.
And that Patra room, the Triforce room in level 6, should be the map room if Alsoa chooses to clear that Patra.
Got the ladder clip.
Very nice, very nice. Methinks so. Getting a red potion out of a Takini up on Death Mountain. Mako about to enter level 7. Very helpful hint as to where level 1 is in level 6.
Other nice thing for the rookies is that the first quest overworld is the same as what they're playing in the tournament.
78 rupees for 2 bombs. Be curious, not judgmental. That's a hint that wasn't worth the price. Triforce out of level 6 for Alsoa. Yet another terrible hint. Fraggle Rock being an entrance to death. And at least one good hint that the red ring is in level 2, which methinks so did not know.
Yeah, it could be useful for finishing things out. It just happens to be very early on as well.
Chibikage in level 6. Also is back in level 5. Oh, Chibikage, don't stab down the bunnies when you have bow and arrow. Just shoot them. And here's a heart container under the floor of level 6 for Chibikage. Triforce out of level 5 for Alsoa. Alsoa is playing in go mode for now. Still does not have the bow out of level 8, but also has not seen level 8, or been in level 8, I should say.
Yeah, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over this way. One of the maybe nice aspects of non-dungeon only shuffle. I suppose we should also... Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we have Methinks So in level 8 about to pick up the map. Go ahead, Smile.
One thing I wanted to say is, unlike the Champion's Choice series of weekly races, the flags after this week will essentially be re-rolled on the wheel. So they won't continue with these 3 same flag choices. It'll be 3 more rolls starting from base Consternation again next week.
That way we keep it nice and fresh for everybody.
There's some interesting stuff on the wheel as well.
I don't think any of the banned flags are on the wheel, are they? And when I say banned, I just mean the extremely difficult flags.
Yeah,
like Oko or Max Enemy HP or Blackout, those sorts of real high shenanigans flags. Here's the wand for Mako in level 7.
Yeah, there are some spicy options, but those are not among the options. There are such things as random enemy HP, random boss HP, extra bosses. You can turn Swordless on. You can replace White and Master Sword with bomb upgrades.
Those are very spicy.
There could be a forced overworld block. The level 9 requirement could change to a random number of Triforces, or it could change to an other item. We could get random dungeon room shuffle, which will then get funny when a seed fails to roll.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen a seed fail to roll. But I'm guessing that's where it just gets to a point where it can't determine the right logic. I would assume that would just be a reroll.
It actually might not happen as much with shapes, but it can come up if you are playing with Second Quest dungeons and that option, because it has a really hard time finding places to put shoot rooms.
Ah, I see. Also, it did get the bow off the floor in level 8, so is now in, I think, go mode.
Yeah, there's nothing else in his way. He can go get a boomerang if he wants it.
Well, that's how you know the true champions, when they take the time to go pick up the boomerang when they absolutely don't need it.
Apparently we learned there's a magical boomerang in level 2 at some point.
We did. I think Mako saw it on the floor. And Triforce out of 7 for Mako.
Alright, it's all coming together.
I see at least one person in chat asking us to have a no logic Z1 tournament. I think that would be awful and would probably result in too many seeds that could not be beaten. It looks like fires have rolled down. They died to a single wand blast. Very nice.
I mean, maybe then the argument is then it's just race to credits warp.
I think that would be what would happen, and yeah, I don't think that's super exciting. And Chibikage about to get the Armos Heart container.
I tried to make out of bounds work in another game as part of logic, and it ended up being less interesting than I thought, because like once you had the tools, you could just kind of go most places.
Yep, Chibikage about to see the book and has enough money to pick it up. Will they buy it?
Yeah, that's why I
yes,
come back.
He will.
So if he finds the wand, we will get to see some boomstick in the seed with the boomstick flag.
Also, never underestimate the power of the boomstick. The boomstick increases your offense off the charts, basically. Except for Patra and Gleeok. Those two just don't care. Looks like the Patrobe's rolled down. Go ahead, yes.
Also, and Methinks So now both have a compass in 8, and do we have a way over there?
Not with that wall.
Whoa. So, ladder block Triforce?
Ladder block to get to it, because I think you have to go up from here, and there is a hard ladder block right here.
Yeah, this is an equals mode room.
That's quite unfortunate for Chibikage, who did not get the ladder out of level 4.
You think so? Also going to be out of here in no time.
I think the second stair item might be under this Patra that Alsoa is fighting right now. And I am wrong.
Nothing. Okay, easy enough room to...
You get nothing, good day, sir. Just a few wall masters to troll you.
You get a big hand.
Hey, look at that. We've got links in the chat. Bonsai Beer, thank you, thank you, thank you. Chat, you now have links to go follow the runners. Make it so. Also follow our
stair item.
Oh, it's a white sword. That's nice.
Yeah, you can also follow the crew. I got links for me, Adam, and Malkier.
Yep, you can follow me and find out I never stream. You can follow Malkier and find out that there is streaming. Smile, do you stream?
Very occasionally.
You can catch a rare Smilefire seed, oh my goodness, stream. I can English, chat, I promise.
Alright, so that is a full set of Triforces for Alsoa. So now he's going to walk up to Death Mountain.
Yep, and it looks like Mako is going the correct direction here in level 8 and already does have the bow.
Yeah, like when you've been in here earlier, like you would already know a lot of what's in that top left area. And when you're back in here with the ladder, you probably sniffed out that mode before. So it's a good place to be.
Yep, there's a Triforce for Methinks So. Also finds an item in level 9. It's a heart container.
Yeah, he was probably looking for a transport staircase, but actually didn't look out.
That's because this game is actually programmed to be funny, and that could be actually funny.
Alright, Methinks So has made it up the stairs.
Chibikage discovering that even if you're invincible, you can still run into your candle fire and get hurt.
Okay, so it seems like Methinks So wanting that red ring.
I think so. Hopefully they will take out this room, because this is the room that has it.
So, reasons we are in level 9, there's Ganon in here somewhere, who we need to beat, and there's also a Zelda that is essentially guarded by Ganon, so beating Ganon will pop open Zelda's door to allow us to go finish the game.
The bait block is entirely optional. As you can see, you can get to the room above the bait block, which is another funny level 6, 2Q level 6 room. I think that's the official name for that room. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I love that room.
Looks like Alsoa got an any key somewhere. Looks like level 6.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing that broke my brain earlier of, wait, was it Goma blocked, but he doesn't have a bow? We just didn't see it.
Alright, methinks so is clearing the correct room for the red ring. And Chibikage is going to get down here and discover that there is no way to the Triforce without a ladder in level 8. And Mako on the way to level 9, all the Triforce assembled, ready to go in and do the hunt for the big piggy.
Alright, also it does find a staircase up to the top portion. And a roar. So again, is adjacent to that staircase room. Could be below, and we have an open door to the left here.
Well, must not be that way. Maybe it's this top way? Maybe not. Maybe gonna try bombing to the left out of that stair room. And it does open. So, ladies and gentlemen in chat, put your hands together for Ganon, the boss of the game. With the wood sword, it is going to take Alsoa 15 swipes to make the big piggy cry, "Uncle." After which, one silver arrow will turn the big pig into bacon dust. And then it's a hunt for the kidnapped. So the kidnapped could be adjacent to this room off of the shutter doors. The room that Ganon is located in is the only room that can have multiple shutter doors where one of them could lead to the kidnapped.
Well, I also had a pretty good stun lock going, but Ganon's a slippery guy.
And that's one dead pig for Alsoa.
Ganon in his own room. Did we see Zelda's room yet?
I don't think we've seen Zelda's room. Checking the 2 rooms adjacent to Ganon, always a good call. And guarding the compass. Let's get our GGs in chat for Alsoa. Our first finisher on stream with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 17 seconds. Coming in second overall, having been beaten by Chessjerk, who sub-houred with an official racetime.gg time of 58 minutes and 58 seconds.
I can't believe the kidnap guards the compass.
From my perspective, that's an immediate bombing. You gotta bomb them when that happens. It's like the "you are here" hints.
The recorder plays Fear the Heavens from Secret of Mana.
Mako tries to sneak by a Patra. The Patra says no. And we are joined by our on-stream winner, Alsoa. Alsoa, GG's.
GG's, and thank you.
So tell us about that seed.
The only thing that I'm really upset with was the triple dip of 5. And that's just because I didn't have the keys to get the Triforce the second time. Elsewise, I don't really have any complaints with how I played the routing I took.
Yep. How long did it take you to determine that it was vanilla dungeon locations for the dungeons?
It didn't really click until I saw 9 at 9. And that's when I realized, okay, my wood sword's going to be in a terrible location. Let's try to find the white sword item real quick before I do that.
Yeah, the game had a joke. Oh yeah, I was just going to say the game had a great joke swapping level 5 with the wood sword cave. There's the white sword on the floor in level 5. For me thinks so, Chibikage also picked up the magical boomerang while we were talking.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I never got the white sword, but I mean, I figured I figured I wasn't going back to 5 because there was no way I was going to die 4 times in this seed. I certainly wasn't going to dig 2 once I was go mode. So, taking the 1 room 2 I was fine with. 8 was a case of if the game presented me with the items in 8, I would go look, but wasn't going to dig. Elsewise, 6 honestly didn't feel bad, except it was just kind of long. 7 was similar. Just a little bit of resource management issues, especially in 5, I think was really the only thing that I would change is just try to manage the resources a little bit better in the mid-game.
That's fair. It looked like you ran a pretty clean seed overall. Running into the bow in 8, the ladder in 4, both of which obviously required to beat the seed for the bow, the ladder being the key component to, I think, Triforce in 7 and in 8.
Triforce in 7, in 8, and in 5.
It was the old triple ladder required.
And the recorder being inside of the light was pretty nice, because that kind of allowed me to just ignore 5 for a little bit longer by being able to go to 7, getting that wand, which is really helpful, and then going to 6.
Yep, and we saw that you did see the book, but never really had the rupees. I think you opted for the blue ring early.
So, I opted for the blue ring early, just simply on the grounds that with enough forcing, you can kind of work around not having a boomstick. I got very lucky that a lot of the wish items weren't required, and I got also a little bit semi-unfortunate in finding that bomb upgrade when I did, because I kind of figured, okay, there's no way I'm going to get enough money by the time I'm going into 9 to get the book, and then by the time I actually got to 9, I had, I don't know, if I had not bought the bomb upgrade, maybe somewhere around 180-ish rupees. So I would have been close enough that picking up that secret near start might have been enough.
Yep, and we see Mako, our second on-stream runner, to finish with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 3 seconds. Let's get our GGs in chat from Mako, everybody.
GGs.
Yeah, it's good enough for third overall as well.
Yeah, this is a seed of if you went. Well, I guess all seeds are if you just go to where the items are, right? Mako joining us in the booth. GG's, Mako.
Thank you. GG's.
GG's.
Is that Adama here?
That is.
Okay. And I see Elsoa. GG's.
GG's, and well done on the 107.
I gotta think we were close. Don't know. Couple of things I could have maybe done differently, but overall I felt like I was flying.
I guess my question would be, did you dig 2 by doing it early?
Did I? I didn't hear you, so I'm sorry.
Oh. So if you ended up digging 2, that may well be a difference maker, because I was go mode by the time I went to 2, so I just got the Triforce room and said, okay, cool, bye.
So you didn't get Red Ring?
Nope. I bought Blue Ring early though, so it was okay.
I did too. I had so much money early on. Like, you know what? If the game's giving me defensive opportunities, I got the ring. I picked up the really big shield. I don't think I've had that thing in years, but it was interesting trying to scroll with that thing. But yeah, I went defense first and dipped into 8, got that bow and red ring, and was pretty much go mode safe for a couple of ladder blocks. So.
Yeah, I ended up having this very weird route where 2 ended up being my last dungeon. Because what I did was I did a couple of dungeons swordless because I didn't realize until I found 9 that it was vanilla dungeon locations and that the wood sword was going to be in a terrible spot. So I ended up doing kind of the western dungeons first, which led to doing 8 and 2 last. So I said, okay, if the game throws items at me after I get the bow, I'll check them. Otherwise, I don't care. And that's how I ended up doing 9 on a wood sword and blue ring. But, you know, when the game doesn't force you to fight wizards, that helps a lot.
Yeah, I think all tough wizard rooms I was able to nope out of. I'm trying to think which dungeon. Was that dungeon 4?
Yes.
I had to nope out of 2 Shutter Door Blue Wizard rooms in 4. So, yeah.
My 4 was, oh, there's a blue wizard room that can have a drop. Let's not have to clear it. Oh, there's a blue wizard room that can have a stair. Let's not have to clear it.
Yeah. But there were 2 that I got shuttered in on that I'm showing on my tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, level 4 was a very awful level for the combat, except for the items, which weren't awful. So, yay.
Oh, the items were beautiful. I would absolutely deal with that for its combat to get those items out of it.
I think only Mako got the red ring out of on-stream people like early on into 2, because everybody was charging in there with few resources, and you really had to decide to fight those orange wizards in the spiral staircase room.
Yeah, a couple of the runners went in there swordless, actually, and just couldn't fight the orange wizards.
Yeah, see, I had wood sword, I had blue ring, I had 5 hearts, and a potion. I felt comfortable in there to keep going, and level 2 is level 2, right? You got 2 items in there, so rather do that than a 7.
Instructions unclear. Did 7 before 2.
Ooh, we finally see the map for level 1 on Chibikage's screen, and it is a triple segment. That's spicy.
Oh.
So also,
okay,
I'm guessing you did you do 3, 4, then 5? That you got your raft out of 3, then did 4 to get the ladder, because the recorder was blocked in 5 by a ladder block, wasn't it?
Yeah, so what I did is, after getting wood sword and realizing that all I need to look for in the overworld was White Sword Cave, which was on the coast, dipped into 5, got ladder blocked pretty quick, went to 3, got the raft, saw a patch of block to try 4, said, now come back later. Went to 4, got ladder. Then I think I went ahead and just did 3 anyway, or I did 3 anyway, just saying, you know what? At this point, I can probably just do it. Went to 7, got wand, was very happy. Went to 6, got magic key, was very happy. Somewhere in the middle of all this was another 5 dig to get the recorder. And then 8-2.
It was fun there for a while, because as a former Z1 speedrunner, I finished the game 7, 6, 8, 9. Like literally leaving 6. Oh wait, what do I have to do? Recorder twice or once? To go to 2, to down to 8, and then to 1. And so it was funny. I literally did like the last third of the Z1 run finishing this up.
Yeah, you see, I've dabbled with vanilla Z1. I have a time that exists somewhere, but I'm like, okay, we're just gonna not do anything meta because I don't want to go to 2 right now. I'd rather do 8 first. And oh, there's both things.
Yeah, natural routing for me, it was 8 first. And I'm like, you know what? If I can pull 2 items out of here, a quick try, let's do it. And wasn't the bow was under a Gleeok, wasn't it? I think it was. I think you had to take the transport and go down, and there was a Gleeok room. I think that's where the bow was.
I could see it being under a Gleeok, because I tend to have a bad habit of fighting every single Gleeok I see, so I don't notice when they're there.
Yeah,
Just
when I
'cause I'm
got
like-
that bow, yeah, it was under a Gleeok, I'm positive. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this could be really big getting this early. I don't know who goes into 8 early, knowing where the dungeons were, and to be able to pull a bow out of there that quick, I felt pretty good. But then I got ladder blocked, so.
Yeah, what's funny is the Raft in 3 was like one of the first dungeon items I saw, so I just kind of tilted my head like, okay. Did it also roll accidentally oops vanilla dungeon items?
It did roll 10 hearts for the magical sword. Shibikage just picked that up.
Oh, well, if I hadn't skipped the 2 hearts, I might have been able to go back and get it, but I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I was assuming magical sword was going to be at least 13, because it always is until you go check
Yeah. Well, the problem that Shibikage has is they missed the ladder in 4, so
Ooh.
they're going to have an adventure for the rest of the
They're
season.
dancing around all the ladder blocks then right now.
Yeah.
And can't get into 7, so, because they need the recorder.
Well, they do have the recorder. They were in set. Oh, maybe it was. No, never mind. It was me think so that's got it. Never mind. I'm wrong as usual.
Yeah, it's a ladder block recorder, so.
Although it looks like Chibikage doesn't really have much options left besides going to 4.
Going into 4.
Yeah, he just fully explored 1, making sure no stone was left unturned there. And he got the Triforce, saw the moat in there, saw the solid wall to the right. And yeah, you can see where the missing rooms are.
Yeah, and those were back to back, weren't they? Past the Triforce, silvers, and then ladder on the floor.
I think almost. I think there's a Patra in there somewhere, which was nothing.
Yeah, Patra with the magical sword. I think the Patrobes all rolled down, so Patra is going to absolutely melt.
Yeah, I killed a bunch of those, and I think maybe got a tiny heart as a reward. That was it.
I could also see leaving if you remembered this room with the blue Wizropes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nope out. Yeah, he's got mag. They've got mags.
Mags and a red ring. He's just like, yeah, bring it.
I have to say, Zelda 1's defensive upgrades are probably some of the most broken upgrades in the entirety of video game history.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like, yeah, just put on this piece of jewelry, and here, you can reduce all damage across the board by 75%.
You mean you don't have a force field ring?
If I did, I would absolutely... Okay, yeah, I mean, if I did, I would just also wear the red clothing so that people think that I'm just actually immortal. Oh, he's not bleeding. Okay.
I've played some games where the expectation is you, super stack on your stats and things like that, but usually, the enemies are scaling up with you. And, there's some of that in this, Orange Wizrobes, if they hit you in the face with their beams, that's 4 hearts. There's some 4-heart dealers, but not a ton.
Right, and some other things that I've seen is, especially in action RPGs, where you get, you can just resist 75% of fire damage. Sure, except the game is balanced around you doing that to begin with, so it almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, this Zelda is balanced around the beginners getting a blue ring, because in the vanilla game, the red ring is just basically inaccessible. It's level 9, right?
Right. And I could see balancing around the blue ring, because, the game assumes you can get infinite money.
I mean, that's what the guineas are for, right?
I thought that's what the Gamble Dead Nexus starts for, and you just do retry strats.
That too.
should make Chibikage happy to see.
Well, there's the silvers for Chibikage. Has not found the spice rack yet, but will do so shortly. Methinks so has entered level 9.
Found the useless spade block. Oh, there it is.
It's under a Patra, but you didn't have to fight the Patra.
Look, Patra was just keeping watch over it. Wanted to make sure the spice rack was fully stocked.
So that's why I was confused, because I think somebody killed the Patra anyway.
I burnt a key. That was my moment that could have really cost me, because when I was finishing up level 7, I bumped a key door and only had one key left as I was picking up the Triforce.
Oh.
And then I got the any key immediately at 6, or I could have been in trouble.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same when I used the key in 4 to not have to clear the Patra. Like, yeah, this is probably a bad idea. I started fighting the Patra, though, because I'm like, do I want to spend the key? Also, I forgot I had ladder that I literally just picked up because I'm not used to having it before an hour. Alright, well, I think I'm going to jump out of here and let y'all finish out the rest of this seed in strong style.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us also at GG's once again.
Yep, thank you, and GG's to you, Mako.
GG's also.
Alright, Chibikage into level 8. Going to go pick up the Triforce here first. I wonder, given that he purchased the book, will he take the time to dig level 7 for the wand?
It depends on compass timing, maybe.
I'd say at this point, your go mode, you got to go.
Yeah, you maybe bump
That's the
into
spirit.
the Triforce earlier because you're trying to go for more rooms.
Yeah, you get it if it's on the way, right?
It's rare for me to get Boomstick in these seeds. Because it's, it's requiring you to find not only the rare shop, but have 200 rupees. And you still have to go find the wand, which is, no guarantee. Especially if you get an early go mode, you probably aren't clearing, 6, 7, and 8.
I'll just say that Boomstick is, it's alluring, but it could be a trap.
Oh yeah. Then what if you need keys and you've wasted your money on a book?
Well, the one nice thing is the book is an atlas, so that does give you maps, which can be very helpful.
Yeah, in this seed it was. Sometimes it's not. So that's the trade-off, though.
Usually not in Boomstick seeds, but as you've just said, yes.
Filling in some other people in the magical sword situation in this seed.
No! It's like a Darth Vader scream or something.
Oh, there's Zelda's room. Zelda replaced by bugs.
Oh, I think this is the Ganon, or no?
This is it. That's to the left, and he's one up and to the left.
I now know
That's
Zelda
what I
as well,
thought.
So
I went the long way
I just found
around.
it interesting that all the walls in that room bombed.
Hi, Ganon.
Oh, with the white sword, it's 8 swipes to make the big piggy cry, Uncle. And so far, Methinks So is doing okay. I think they've gotten 3 swipes in. Chibikage seeing that white sword. Go ahead, Smile. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just no need for that with the magical sword, but probably if they haven't already seen the third item, may still be sticking around here a little longer because still missing recorder.
And that is one dead Ganon for Me Think So. And going down and sees that the kidnapped guards the compass. Let's get our GGs in chat for Me Think So, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 55 seconds. Other finishers between Mako and Me Think So finishing in 9th place, we had Angel FM, Diane32, OpnoPoint, BBQ.gov, and Druis.
Had 18 players turn out for this one.
Yeah, it was a fun seed. But hey, I'm going to take off. Thank you, everybody at SG2 and Adam and Smilefires. And I don't know who the tracker is, but I'm sure they did an excellent job.
Tracker's Malkier.
Yeah, he is jumping out for the night, so I'm finishing up for him.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Malkier. All right, everyone, thank you. Have a good night.
All right,
You too.
thanks, Mako. GG's.
And speaking of tracking, I think I'm caught up on it mostly at this point.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention or I would have been calling some things out for you. I think Chibikage has the magical boomerang.
Yes.
And also the Armos heart. And then I think you're totally caught up.
Yeah, usually with Heart Shuffle, we just like, kind of just leave the heart there.
Yeah, I usually, whatever it ends up being, like if they've got it for the Armos, that's when I light it up when I'm tracking. But yeah, either way works. Heart Shuffle's Heart Shuffle. Going for the ladder clip out of this T-room to be able to get over to the Triforce. This ladder clip never required.
And
we are joined. Oh, go ahead, Smile. You can
Second
introduce me.
thing, yeah. Joined by Me Think So. GG's.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, GG's.
It took me an embarrassingly long time to realize this was some sort of twisted vanilla dungeons going on here.
Yeah, that's the random cave shuffle getting you.
That
Yeah.
stealthily does like a lot in a single flag.
Yeah, I just kind of figured with the dungeon being on the wood sword cave, like, dungeons could have been anywhere, but I think by the time I found 8, I was like, oh god, this has been vanilla the whole time.
Yeah, it was interesting to see like when the evidence seemed to be locking in for everybody. Like also mentioned when he found 9, Chibikage just got the recorder inside the pancake there. I was thinking maybe from the start a strategy you may want to play for this is like go check out level 3 right away, see what that is.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, once I found, like, finding 5 on the start screen, I just didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, it's
Yeah.
random.
Yeah, it is a little weird how it works, I think is fair enough to say. Because like you go check out the other caves and go, oh, these are shuffled. But like the wood sword flag acts independently of those, and so it's shuffled with a dungeon.
Oh, were the rest of the caves vanilla? I like didn't even notice that.
So
No, all the other caves were shuffled.
They were shuffled. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the option rolled for the cave shuffle was non-dungeons only. So dungeons were vanilla, but then one swapped with the Woodsword Cave.
I see. Okay.
It was just a happy accident that the Woodsword swapped with level 5.
Yeah, that's goofy. Oh well. Lesson learned there, I guess.
A lot of blocks in the seed. I think it went okay seeing all those and everything that there was to see.
Yeah, like the keys were a big problem for me in the seed, and also like my bomb routing. Like I kept running out of bombs constantly, just like trying to get around those key locks. So that was pretty rough. Just it was really good that I stumbled upon it like right at the end there, because that 9 would have been miserable without the magic key. I mean,
Yep. I think everybody stumbled onto the any key or magical key.
It was fortunately like on path, relatively.
yeah, for the most part, like actually finding the items wasn't too bad. Like I did dive back into 2 once I knew the red ring was in there, and I was like, "There's another item in there. Maybe that'll pay off with the flute." But I think the red ring was pretty essential for me to actually finish this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. The red ring is definitely something. It makes you survive so much longer when you've got the tough combat like the Wizrobes, the Patras.
Yeah, this was definitely a rough combat seed for me, for sure. A lot of overworld deaths too.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one of the few guessing things that I don't have chat do is how many times will the runners perish in the seed because we don't always clear the screen to see the total number of deaths. And there is the map for level 9 on Shibikage's side, so they did get the Triforce out of 8.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, this was my first boomstick seed, but I unfortunately didn't get a chance to make use of it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Like, it's kind of rough to actually get sometimes to put all the ingredients together.
Did anyone end up finding the wand? Oh, I guess Mako did.
Yeah, Mako and Alsoa both found it. The wand's in level 7.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the way he got to it, like, I don't think he had the map, so he took a transport up to the top and it was up there.
Yeah, I did find the bookshop. I think I was like 10 rubies short, so I couldn't actually afford it.
I think you were 5 rupees short, and I was just saying, farm the dark nuts, farm the dark nuts.
If I had a wand, I would, but
yeah, it makes a lot more sense when you have the wand to do that. Otherwise, well, the book still being an atlas might have also paid for itself.
Yeah, I guess I could have went either way on that.
Oh wow! So double heart 9, and if you don't clip in that weird 2Q6 room, it looks like it's a little more of a path to maybe get over to a staircase that actually helps you.
Yeah. Well, I think we have all of our items accounted for, so it had to be a 2 heart 9, right? Here's the other heart.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have it on good authority. Finishing seeds is always better than not finishing them.
Yeah, I'm giving that.
I think I'm liking this concept so far with the wheel rolling the flags.
Add some nice variety, that's for sure.
And maybe if we get Boomstick again in another week, we'll get a little more of a chance to actually see it in action.
That would be a lot of fun.
Who knows? I don't know if it's on the wheel or not to roll Wand Forced as Armos item, but that would be spicy for a Boomstick seed. Or Wand is the White Sword item, I guess, would also be good.
Yeah, I don't think it messes with the, like, overworld item forces that I can see.
Yeah, Coast item would also be spicy. Especially if important items could roll to 9, and then the ladder could be a 9, just because, you know, that's how this game rolls. Just commenting on the fact that Oasis says you could, in theory, force the wand to Armos, Coast, or White Sword, and then Freedom Fighter followed right up with Coast item. It looks like Chibikage is going to give us a better tour of this level 9. And out of bombs, that's an unfortunate place to be.
So I think so. You feeling ready for your Rookie Rumble matchup?
I am as ready as I'll ever be. I'm
So,
definitely looking forward to it.
I was going to say, remind us, who's your opponent going to be for the first round?
My opponent is Angel X Joe.
I see. Well, hopefully that will be an exciting series for both of you.
Yeah, I think we're just going to be knocking him out these next 3 nights.
Oh, perfect.
Well, if they're later in the day, like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, that's my jam. I'm part of the West Coast crew as far as getting on and talking.
We are scheduled for 10 p.m. Eastern for the next 3 days, so maybe I'll see you then.
Well, we'll definitely see you in interviews if I'm part of the crew.
Cool.
It's not so much late night crew for Adam as just regular evening crew.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's some of it.
Oh, there's some bombs for Chibikage, who has heard Ganon from the left side.
I don't know if you can bomb into Ganon's room from the left side, but I'm sure Chibikage is going to head right back that way to find out. Ooh, more bombs off of the Moblins. Hooray!
It was a little bit handy for you, methinks so, heading down first to find the door to Zelda, and maybe not have to worry so much about her having the compass.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Like, 1 out of 4, or the 4th bomb actually led to Ganon, but it did reveal Zelda right away, which was pretty handy, just to have that back-to-back like that.
Chibikage is actually going to find out right here as well. There we go.
Yeah, this is one of the most bomb-friendly level 9s I've ever seen. Almost every wall has been opening.
Yeah, everybody else took stairs, but here we go.
Alright, Chibikage has the magical sword, which means only 4 swipes to make the big piggy cry uncle.
Oh, where did Magic Sword end up being?
It was at the push block by the fairy fountain in the forest, and it was 10 hearts.
Ah, nice.
And that is 1 dead Ganon, and I believe shortly to be 1 rescued princess. Alright, chat, let's get our GGs out for Chibikage. Our final finisher on stream with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 38 seconds, unfortunately was sniped by Yumi. Why Must You Hate Me? With an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 38 minutes, and 36 seconds. Only calling that out because a 2-second snipe just burns. Or stings.
We'll see if you'd like to join us in here. Forget if I said it earlier, but this is a field of 18 for the weekly.
Yeah, I do wonder, did any bomb wall in 9 not open in this seed?
There was a magic staircase I took that led me all the way up to the top row, and I tried bombing 3 walls there. And they all walked me out.
Okay. Okay, thank goodness. Such worry. I thought for sure something must be broken if all the bomb walls in 9 open. That would actually be an unusual flag. And it looks like Chibi Kage is not going to be joining us, Smile, so we can probably wrap it up pretty soon.
Yeah, alrighty. Any other thoughts you might have about this seed? You think so?
No, I don't think I do. Thanks, guys, for the restream. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you to all of our other featured runners as well, Chibikage, Alsoa, and Mako. Thank you to JXB Adam for commentating this along with me. Thank you to Malkier for tracking earlier. And to Oasis for setting up the whole Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly race series. You can follow all the runners that were featured tonight. There'll be links for you to do that in chat. You can follow Adam, me, or Malkier as well. And we hope to see you in another future weekly race. You can join. Anybody can join these races when they pop up. Sundays, 9:30 Eastern. If you just like watching them, that's great too. If you'd like to help out on crew, we take that as well. Other than that, Adam, you got anything else?
No, I think you've about covered it. I'd like to just say thank you to Speed Gaming for allowing us to use your channels to restream these races. Without having a restream channel, we don't have anybody watching us. And thanks to all the featured runners, because without runners, we don't have anything to actually be restreamed. Thank you, Smiles, for joining me in the booth, because otherwise I'm just talking to myself, which I do normally, but it's a lot less entertaining if it's on stream.
And I suppose we can leave you with the flags that have been rolled for next week per Oasis. It will be Consternation Plus, add second quest rooms, level 9 entry changes to random number of Triforces, and dungeon room shuffle is set to random. So that could be vanilla dungeon rooms, in dungeon shuffle, or full shuffle. Oh, it's minus add second quest rooms, so we're turning that off.
So we won't be seeing that happy ladder clip room or ladder room from 2Q6.
Yeah, okay, that is on in the default, so yes, it goes off. So no more 2Q6 rooms, but we'll have random Triforces, we'll have random dungeon room shuffle, and we'll hope to see you for those flags next week.
Definitely. Have a great night, everybody.